What if, before you fall asleep tonight, God appeared and said, "Tomorrow morning, the time you have left will be exactly cut in half." A person who believed they had 30 years left now has 15. A person with 10 years now holds only 5. At this very moment, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Was it a word you haven't spoken yet? A person you've never truly embraced? Or was it the place you force yourself to go every morning? If this question feels uncomfortable, it's probably because it touches a truth too close to home. We already know it that time is finite. Yet strangely, humans live as if they don't know this fact. We procrastinate infinitely, postpone endlessly, and write down our most precious things on a dateless calendar named someday. About 2,000 years ago, a Roman philosopher stared directly at this human contradiction. His name was Seneca. He said, "Life is not short. We make it short." Today, we will look into the meaning of that sentence together. Please stay with me until the end. This story is deeply connected to your today. We begin now. Here are two people. One lived for 70 years. The other lived for 40 years. Who lived a longer life? Seneca answers this question in a completely different way. He asks, of those 70 years, how much time were you truly alive? He says that time filled with numbers and time filled with meaning are entirely different. In Seneca's eyes, that is merely, time existed, not time lived. Think about it. Looking back at this past week, how many moments were you truly present? Didn't you look at your smartphone while eating? Didn't you think about other things while listening to someone you love? Your body was there, but wasn't your mind wandering through past regrets or future anxieties? Seneca says that most people are tied to the past and possessed by the future, failing to exist in this very moment. And such time, no matter how much, is not life, but consumption. Perhaps the assumption that life is cut in half scares us because we must face the fact that we haven't even lived that half properly. Wait, let me ask you a paradoxical question. What if life being cut in half could actually be a blessing? Now, take an eraser in your hand and erase the things you would have to delete if you only had half the time. Engagements forced by the eyes of others are erased. Favors you couldn't refuse disappear. Vague worries, comparisons, and time spent looking at others' lives on social media become blurry. And what remains at the end? Those are the things truly precious to you. Seneca already knew this. He says, "The wise man does not waste time. He reclaims his own time." The reason we feel life is short isn't that time is actually lacking. It's because we've handed over our best time to things that aren't precious. In that moment when life is halved, we finally realize what to choose and what to discard. That is the paradoxical blessing. If someone tried to take your land, you would fight with your life. Why then, when someone takes your time, do you just let it happen? We save money. We protect property. We get angry when our honor is defaced. But we give away time so easily. We let hours flow away without resistance into meaningless chatter, meetings that leave nothing behind, soul-draining relationships, and endless streams of content. The Rome where Seneca lived and this current age of notification sounds are no different. Things that want to steal time have always existed and always will. The important thing is whether you hold the ownership of your time. When life is cut in half, only then do we instinctively reject having our time stolen. This is what crisis teaches us. At this moment, take a direct look at the things trying to take your time. If you've come this far, you are nearly at the heart of this story. Take a breath and read this sentence slowly. Life is not short. We start too late. Seneca doesn't tell us to live faster. He doesn't tell us to achieve more. He says only one thing: start now. Don't delay. This very moment is the only time given to you. The past has already gone, and the future has not yet come. The only place we can actually live is right here, right now. The gift that the assumption of have time gives us is making us feel this obvious truth deep in our bones. In that have time, we can love more passionately. We can converse more deeply. We can be more fully present in this place. Not, despite time being reduced, but because time was reduced. Returning to the first question once more. If tomorrow morning, the time you have left is cut in half, what you thought of, what made your heart tighten before that question that is your true answer? Seneca says, to put everything off for the future is the greatest waste of life. We still have today left. Tonight, make that call you've been putting off. Say the words you've been holding back. Spend your time, if only for today, on what you truly want. The candle burns brightly again, not because half is gone, but as if it has finally begun to burn properly. Life is not measured by its length. It is remembered by how hotly, how fully it burned. I hope your today is such a day. We end today's story here.